Right, okay, so we're here. Do you want to jump in as well?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, are you coming in? Do both interviews, yeah?
Okay.
Right, okay, so we're here after the
No,
result.
speak English.
No English.
Some people say Australians don't speak English, mate, but there you go.
So you come from Saudi, yeah?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. And what did you think of the match?
Newcastle.
Man City?
Manchester.
Yeah, good
Okay.
game. You like watching it live?
1-1.
Yeah.
Did you?
Okay.
Have you been inside? Have you watched?
Yeah, he's got the wings. You've been in the wings, yeah.
No, no.
You think you like it?
Okay.
You like it? Good.
Huh? Okay. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Newcastle. Why? 2-1.
2-1. That was what you were hoping for.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Should have been.
Hey.
Yeah, lovely. Right. Thank you very much, fella. Thank you. Right. Okay then. So thoughts on the game?
I really enjoyed it. Really hard-fought game. I thought Dan Burn was immense. Lewis Hall, man of the match between Dan Burn and Lewis Hall. But I'd give it to Dan Burn because Haaland didn't have a kick, mind.
No.
Haaland did not have a kick. I thought the referee was poor. I'd like to see the second appeal for the penalty, but I thought we worked really hard.
Yeah,
Worked our socks off.
There'll be a lot of fantasy football owners with Haaland in the team. Absolutely gobsmacked because it
gobsmacked.
looked nailed on that he would get 2 or 3 going in.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I would give Dan Burn man the match, because honestly he didn't have a sniff.
Yeah.
He looked frustrated. Haaland. He looked like he was. They didn't give him the ball. He was like isolated.
Very
you know what I mean?
isolated, yeah.
He reminded me of Isaac against Fulham, sort of thing. You know, really isolated. I thought Anthony Gordon was back to his best, sort of thing. The runs he was making, the pressing. I'd like to see us press a bit more, because we've given them too much respect. That's how the goal came, because we just stood off them. But you know, the Man City, they're the champions, and that's why they are the champions.
Yeah, I mean,
so that draw is a really good.
Feels like a win, doesn't it?
It does feel like a win,
Almost,
mate. Yeah, it does feel. And I think if we had a stronger referee, mate, I think we might have won that game, because he gave them everything. That Grealish, terrible, horrible
Dirty.
player. Dirty, horrible player. Cheats. They got about the shithouse. Sorry, the tactics and all that, but he's terrible. Him and Foden.
Yeah.
The referee fell for it.
I don't really want to take away anything from Newcastle's performance, because I think that's the best performance we've had all season. I
Without
thought it was
a doubt,
fantastic.
mate. Yeah.
But they went into this match without Rodri, without De Bruyne. Did you feel that presence in the middle was missing for them, or do you think it was just Newcastle's performance?
No, because Man City's Man City.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The strength on the bench makes up for
Ridiculous,
it.
isn't it?
It's ridiculous, mate. You know.
Kovacic, Foden.
Yeah. So I mean, you've just hit the nail. Foden. And by the way, Foden come in and done no apart from diving. But the Man City, the champions, and we've just played. It does feel like a win. And like I said, I hate getting on about referees, but he spoiled the game.
Yeah.
I honestly think we should have a second appeal for that penalty, mate. I'd like to see it again. But we're really, really pleased with the performance, considering what happened at Fulham. But onwards and upwards, they just have to push on again now.
You mentioned Gordon as well. Fantastic performance. Him up top. He might have to go in for a little while. We don't know what's happening with the Isaac injury. He goes against his former club Everton next week. Are you expecting a performance from him, or do you think he's going to shrink under the crowd? What do you reckon?
No. I honestly think he's going to give a good performance, because I think when we did play them that time, I thought he still had his Everton top on, to be honest. I just think the occasion got to him. But I think this is him signing. Has he signed the contract?
Not just yet, but the reckon it's very close.
The reckon is very close, but that'll be a good confidence for the lad as well, and because he's coming back and he had a really good game, pushing forward, pressing. I just like to see his press, but Man City, they can beat the press. Do you know what I mean? So Eddie got his tactic spot on the day, and with his substitutions. So
we were asking Newcastle fans before the match as well. We got a pre-match interview on the channel as well. There seems to be some stories about Eddie Howe and not getting on well in the back. Is that national news trying to upset us? Do you reckon there's some sort of truth? What do you reckon?
I honestly think it's like the Cockney Mafia, the Southern Press, just trying to make something out of nothing. I've heard that Mitchell actually phoned Eddie, because you can't tell me Eddie and Mitchell didn't speak and they didn't come to the training ground.
Especially when it was during a transfer window.
Yeah, before the transfer window. Do you know what I mean? I just think they dealt with the transfer with the Palace player all wrong. Once they found out the common knowledge, they should have. Any decent club would have had a backup.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly what I said.
Any decent club would have had a backup.
It helps in negotiation anyway when you think, we'll go him if you
You didn't put all your eggs in one basket, sort of thing. But I just think it's the press trying to make something out of note, mate, and it's falling back. I mean, apparently after the Fulham game, all they wanted to talk about was the the situation with Mitchell and Eddie, and just trying to cause something that's not there, mate. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And where do you think Newcastle are going to finish now in the league and then obviously the cup? We're getting Chelsea, another hard draw in the
yeah, but
cup. It's at home.
You've got to beat Wimbledon first, mate. Do you know what I mean? We've seen them banana skins before, haven't we? You've just got
them up here though. That's
but you've still got to play whoever's in front of you. Do you know what I mean? So, I'd like to see us push for Europe.
Yeah.
Maybe
when you say Europe, is that any Europe? Is that
any Europe,
yeah,
Conference League? Any Europe. Just stay within the top 6, top 7 sort of thing. Yeah. Hopefully in January we might we might come back for that Palace player. I personally wouldn't pay that much for him.
No.
I don't.
Not a central defender.
No, not a central. I don't rate him. I don't think he's. Yeah. I mean, what the pace when Vardy showed him up for the pace.
He's had a bad season. Crystal Palace.
Very bad season. Yeah, very bad season. I don't know if the signings affected him. But I hopefully just kick on from today.
Right, okay, so we're here with
Louis.
James.
What's going on with the shirts? We've got Man City and we've got Newcastle friends together. What's going on?
Yeah, so he's a Newcastle fan, I'm a City fan.
Yeah.
And I got my away ticket. He got his the other day and just decided to come together.
Yeah, so no one got beat there. What's your thoughts on the match of areas?
Solid match, but I think should have had one, Sean Longstaff, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Good game. I think we should have won.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the pen?
It was a pen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a pen.
What about Grealish as well? He's panto him there a little bit.
Yeah. I don't even know. He's always like this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were missing Rodri and you were missing De Bruyne. Even Rodri's out for the rest of the season. Is that damaging to your season? You reckon you can still win?
I think so. I think we need to make a new signing soon. Yeah. But Kovacic should do the job.
Until January.
Yeah.
And then thoughts on Newcastle as well. Was that the best performance in Newcastle season so far?
Not the result, but definitely best result. Yeah. No, definitely best performance.
And then just to get your thoughts on Newcastle, the away fan thoughts. Where do you think Newcastle will finish as a Man City fan at the end of the season?
I think they could scrape top 6. I reckon. Yeah. If they carry on going, make a couple more signings. And top 6. Yeah,
and then you're hit with a lot of charges at the minute. Not what are you hoping? Because obviously you'll hope that go away and nothing happens. What are you honestly expecting to happen from that? Are you expecting points or what?
Nothing. I think we're not guilty. Innocent. I think we're innocent.
On all 115 charges? There's a lot. I haven't read about all of them, but there's a lot of charges.
Innocent. Yeah. Innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah. Do you reckon you will be found guilty then, or not? No. No. Is that because of lawyers, or you've done nothing wrong, or what?
We've done nothing wrong. I think we've done nothing wrong.
Is it in the Premier League's interest to relegate Man City as well? Because obviously that was talked about. It's probably extreme, but
yeah, I don't think we should get relegated. I think ruin the Premier League. Yeah.
If it did and stuff like that, do you reckon a lot of the players would kind of stay and stick around, or do you think that would be a dismantling job? Or what?
I think they'd go to better clubs in the Premier League, and Pep would go as well, and then City would just basically fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Rangers sort of thing, or
yeah.
What? Even though he's got tons of money and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Newcastle as well. We're against Chelsea in the cup as well. How do you see our cup run going this season? Obviously home against Chelsea.
Going all the way. I think we're going to win it.
Right, okay then. So we're here with
Faris Al-Kraya.
Yeah, and just obviously for the people watching, are you local or you've travelled for the match?
I'm actually studying here in Newcastle,
yeah.
And I had the opportunity to come and attend the match, and I will not let the chance go.
And what did you think then, watching Newcastle live? What's your thoughts? Picked a good one to watch.
About the city or
city?
It's beautiful, peaceful. There's no traffic. It's quiet. I love these kind of cities.
Yeah, and then what's your thoughts on the match as well, watching it live?
We did great. I think we should win this game because we had a lot of opportunities to score. However, it's not a good score. It's not a good, what does it call?
Result.
Result, sorry, yeah.
What do you think of Man City? Because obviously they're the best team in the world at the minute.
They're best, but not in front of Newcastle.
Yeah.
Not in front of Newcastle.
And then where do you think Newcastle are going to finish at the end of the season now?
We hope 4th, 3rd, maybe. Why not?
Yeah.
And we want to do
Champions League behind the
work in the Champions League, yeah. We're looking for.
Yeah.
And I hope we do a good performance.
Yeah, and then who's your favourite player then?
Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Why Isaac?
I don't know, I like him. He's a striker, I don't know.
We had a draw against Man City without Isaac, without a recognised striker on the pitch. What's your thoughts on that? What would have happened if he was playing?
Yeah, it was hard on me, personally, but at the end of the day, it's a good match. We had a very good experience, and I'm looking forward to do it again.
Right, okay, so we're here with?
The Magpies View. And
Howie H from the YouTube Howie H channel.
Right, so we know that you absolutely love Newcastle. You thought we were going to finish top 4, this, that and the other. How do you analyse that performance? Is it the best one of the season?
I think it is, because of the gradient we're playing against there. It's absolutely unreal, I reckon. Man City, I mean, it is a slightly weakened Man City team, but then you've got, I think, Gordon come out today in a role really should be left wing. But he's been replaced, obviously replaced Isaac, and I think he did pretty well in that role, to be fair. Maybe could mean something in the future.
Yeah, so where did you say, was it second Newcastle would finish?
Second, I said we're going to finish second.
You still sticking to that?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. I mean, more realistically, I think we'll finish top 4, but we'll go second. Why not?
Yeah, you said it. We'll stick. Where do you reckon Newcastle now?
I reckon third. I reckon we'll get high in the table. I reckon we'll get Champions League no matter what.
And then just a quick word on Man City as well, because obviously they got a potential ban, relegation, point deduction, everything. What do you see? What do you expect that to happen?
I think that really, for the amount of charges that they have, they should be relegated. But all that aside, I wouldn't like to see that happen to a team like Newcastle, which is pretty similar in terms of like takeover sort of thing. And really, as a Newcastle fan, I don't hate Man City too much. I think they've got a lot of similarities to us. They rose from the ground after being a sort of big club already. People say they've got no history, and I think they do. Yeah. Colin Bell, stuff like that. They had some good players in the time.
I think they should. I think it'll be good if they get the point deduction, but I think no matter what, they won't win the league, but they'll still be high and they'll get Champions League.
Is a relegation a good thing for the Premier League or not?
I would say yeah. I would say yes, it is. Yeah. 100%.
I think for the Premier League, relegation is a good thing for the other teams in the Premier League, but I think in terms of revenue, I don't think the Premier League will do it, because we'll lose out on so much revenue of not having the likes of Haaland, Foden, big players in the Premier League. I think there's a lot of sort of corruption going on there. I don't think they'll send a team down that's got that much sort of popularity in the Premier League.
Thoughts on the game?
No, with best game we played all season, to be fair. Like everyone, like Gordon's best game, Joe Linton's best game, Bruno's massive improvement since Fulham. But against City, I'll take a point.
Where has that come from? How's it all clicked? Because obviously we've been waiting for a performance like that since the start of the season.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but we've been like, it's every single year against City at home, we're always playing mint. Like we've never I think every game we've like almost got a point, or we've been like excellent, and it's the same every year really.
Yeah, man of the match.
For me, I'd have to Tonali.
Tonali. Is he going to get started against Everton, and how do you see the Everton game going? Now we've finally got a bit of momentum.
Well, it's the last game of Goodison, isn't it? So I hope we fucking batter them. I hate Everton with like a passion, and I hope Tonali starts actually, so because he like sort them out.
Yeah, and then where we're going to end up at the end of the season now? Now we finally got a cracking performance.
I hope we just finish at Europe.
Anywhere in Europe. Conference League.
I'd take Conference League anywhere. Better than last season. So anyway.
Right. Okay. So we're here with
Ryan.
Ryan, how would you analyse that game?
It was all right. I think we played a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we put our best effort in.
Yeah. And then what do you think going into Everton next week as well?
I think we'll have a good chance, but we'll just have to look at our previous results and just put them in the back and just focus on Everton.
Yeah. And man of the match today?
Probably Gordon.